Hi saxophone players, in this video we are going to talk about how you set up your mouthpiece and your neck. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that your instrument case is flat on the floor with the label side up, or maybe we put a tape or something with your name on it with your handle facing you. And then you're going to go ahead and undo the latches and open up your instrument. Once your instrument is open, you want to go ahead and find a reed that looks like this. And you're gonna go ahead and carefully slide it out of the package, making sure to not touch this tip of the reed because that's where it's most thin and is most likely to break. And you're gonna go ahead and put that in your mouth. Once your reed is in your mouth, you should make sure that you're not talking, so that way you don't accidentally chip your reed. If you chip your reed, it will not work so well when you go to play. The next step is to then go ahead and find your neck. My neck of my saxophone is right here. My neck looks like a small part of my saxophone. It has this key on top and the piece of cork. You don't want to be holding this super tightly because we don't want to damage or bend this key, because we need to make sure it carefully closes that hole all the way. And then you might need to find some cork grease and put it on the cork. After you've done that, go ahead and find your mouthpiece. My mouthpiece is right here, and it should have something silver or gold on it called a ligature. You're gonna loosen the screws up, and you can take off the ligature and put that down for a second. Then you're gonna take, with your neck in your left hand, your mouthpiece in your right hand, you're gonna go ahead and slowly twist that on to the cork, making sure that you are carefully holding the back of the neck, so that way we're not pushing that key, and twist it on. You wanna make sure that the hole right here is facing down when you set it up, away from this key. So you should have no holes on the mouthpiece lined up with this key. Then you want to go ahead and take your reed, which has been in your mouth, and we're going to take our reed and hold our mouthpiece up with the hole facing us. Now our reed, there are lots of different parts. There's the shiny part, the tip that we're never ever going to touch, and then if we flip it over, there's a side that's completely flat and might have some writing. That flat side and the thick, flat, shiny side is going to go this way with the tip up towards the hole. And you want to make sure that we're lining up so we see just a little bit of black right up at the top. Then you want to go ahead and hold your reed on with your left thumb while you're still holding the neck. And then you want to grab your ligature, which we've loosened the screws up nice and loose. And you always want the screws towards the right. And you want to go ahead and try and slide that on. Now, if you didn't loosen your screws enough, it might get stuck here where a ligature is not all the way past the beak of the mouthpiece. So then you might need to loosen the screws a little bit more and move your thumb a bit to slide it down. Maybe we'll need to re-straighten out our reed. See how I'm doing that? To straighten it out. Our ligature is past the beak, so now we can go ahead and tighten up those screws like our ligature is giving our reed a hug. Nothing super tight, just a little snug. And there you have your mouthpiece, your reed, and your neck set up.